are listening to KMC Vibes, the voice of musicians in Japan.
Hello and welcome to KMC Vibes. We apologize for the delay. We're now on, running live, coming to you courtesy of Blackan Radio. Today's guest is Geryl Anderson, otherwise known as G.
That's
Anderson.
me.
Okay. And welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right.
Glad to be here.
Great. I've been looking forward to having you on as a guest.
Me too.
Got a lot of things like to talk about.
Okay.
And first want to start the show off with a song. So
Okay.
all of your songs today you're going to sing in the studio for us.
One
songs.
acapella and
Okay.
two, yeah.
Okay, great. So first let's have a listen to you singing Amazing Grace.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So take your place.
All right.
Okay.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Thank you.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Very elegant voice, I must say.
Well, thank you. A lot of practice.
Yeah. So what? I hear a lot of classical overtones in your voice.
Yes.
Are you a professional, classically trained classical singer?
No.
Gospel singer?
No. But I am a professional trained gospel singer. With singing R&B, with singing mostly wedding songs back in D.C., California, and studied musical theater. And
is that where it came from? The really
the classic sound?
Yeah.
No, I would say just my tutelage and what I like.
Okay.
Like what drew me, like Nat King Cole, Al Jarreau.
Okay.
I can name many others. Luther.
Right.
Mixing it all together.
Right. Did you know? Just a trivia. You remember the Jeffersons, the
Yes.
TV show, The Jeffersons,
dude.
and Lionel Jefferson.
Yep.
You know that he was a Broadway singer. And opera singer.
Opera singer.
Yes,
I think I did hear that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that all the opera singers and the classical singers, they don't mess around.
No.
Especially their pronunciation.
Yep.
It's on key. You hear everything. Yeah,
and I studied that a little bit too.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom actually, at the age of 14, I believe, she was a classically trained opera singer, soprano.
Right.
So a lot of my training, I have to give it up to mom. Mom in the house. Mom, really. Yeah, she started us off.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, since you want to go back to mom,
well, I didn't say that.
where did you get your start as far as singing and professional singing?
Started in church at age 3, about 3. Yeah,
3 years old.
Yeah, I was singing. I started about 3. Yeah, my mom started us young. And
like
so,
in singing in front of people?
Singing in front of people.
Wow.
Yeah, in church. Singing in front of New Jersey, New York, Washington, D.C., Baltimore. Yeah.
Traveling?
Really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would say 3 up until I left home, pretty much.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and my whole family right now, my mom and her
Still
sisters are still singing.
Okay.
And my grandmother was actually a bass in her choir in church.
Wow.
So, but I'd have to say my professional career probably started in '99. That was when I continuously performed, only sang, and then I did professionally like musical theater. I worked for Disney, Universal Studios, and so. And stayed with those companies for a long time. So training came from that, and also college, a little bit of college.
Okay.
Took some college, got out, went back to DC, started pursuing professional things. Did summer caravans, traveling the streets, singing. So that got me a little bit out of my shy shell, kind of, so to speak.
Okay.
Did a summer thing with Duke Ellington School in DC. So a lot of that training, and then sometimes individual tutoring helped bring that out of my voice.
Okay.
But I have to say, listening to classical music, I love classical music too. So Pavarotti, I can name a few. So I tried to envelop those into my style. But everybody has their own style.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. I never knew that.
You.
And so basically, you grew up as a professional musician.
You could kind of say.
But have you ever done? You've never done like a 9-to-5 job, kind of.
Yeah, actually, so that's why I said in '99 I was actually doing 9-to-5s.
But no, but that was in music.
Oh,
Not like a businessman, wearing a suit.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I worked for a newspaper company. I was oh wow, yeah, yeah. I did not. I work. I did some grunge. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
No, I worked for a newspaper company, a magazine company. Started from ground up, worked my way up. I actually did jingles for the newspaper company in California, Orange County Register, and awesome career in that. And I slummed at some 3 a.m.s working in bakeries and French and making truffles and dude, I was like, okay, and singing to staff and stuff. But always singing has been my background in my family. And we have some professional names in our family, but I'm not gonna divulge any of that. But they say so until I have facts. I don't like to, but.
Well, and so. Also, in your bio, I guess in that time you did cruise ships. Also,
yeah, I did.
And so, what's it like performing on a cruise ship?
Oh wow, man, dude, no. Okay, well, it's a lot of fun, and you get paid to eat good. You get paid to travel. You get paid to just see the world. Like I did Royal Caribbean. That was my first year, and my friends and I did. We did Ensenada, a lot of the Mexican Riviera.
And so you stay on the ship.
You lived on the ship for 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah, for 8 months. So, but you meet beautiful people. You meet people from all over the world. And literally, like from Cuba, from Japan, from China, from the Caribbean, like Bahamas, like you meet so many different people. Like, and I still have friends to this day from the UK, and so I'm trying to go visit them. But and I did Disney. That was my last ship, Disney Magic, and that was awesome. That was really awesome. That contract was a little bit longer. It was about maybe 10 months.
Okay.
10 months, and that's including rehearsals and living in Toronto. But they take care of you, so I tried to when I did that type of career, I tried to focus on that specifically.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so that took you up until Japan, is that right?
How
did you get to Japan?
Starting Disney and then working in the profession, entertainment, and then wanting to have more, then you just audition. So that's basically the process. Like you start auditioning and then you train through your audition process. So that's what I did. Like I trained in New York, I trained in Colorado, I trained in California, trained in that's about in Japan. I actually trained here. I took classical training here actually as well.
Where
from a Japanese. Oh, dude, I can't. She passed. One of my buddies when I was in the Motown group at Universal, he found this lady who taught classical voice. So it was like a master's class, and he actually was an opera singer. But I went and I took some classes from her lessons and recorded, and it was amazing. And it reminded me a lot of my mom punching you and making you hit like different positions, and so it was, I was like, okay. And she was an Obachan too, so but it was cool. Like I was respected her, and she since died. God rest her soul. But awesome trainer. And so auditioning in California then got me Universal Studios. So I auditioned for director in California who connected me to Universal.
To Universal.
Yeah.
And when did that contract start?
That started 2002.
Wow, so that was just after it opened.
Literally.
Wow.
Literally, and that was a doo-wop group. So I'm very familiar with doing a lot of a cappella,
Right,
Because I did that even with my family. But it was a doo-wop group, awesome. Hollywood High Tones. You can find that on the internet too, I'm sure, probably. And I was a bass baritone. Chantilly lays in a pretty face and a ponytail. People loved it. And bass man, ba 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 ba. You know, all the oldies and that's what I love about Japan is people love
really
music.
Appreciate
they love the arts,
the jazz standard.
Yeah,
just, wow.
yeah. And even if some don't understand the lyrics, the music moves people.
Right.
And that's what brought me. I think it was like innate already. It felt like it was in me. But then as a profession, it just seemed like we gelled together. So
Okay.
I mean, it's a passion. Like singing is my passion. So that might be what you hear too. Also,
Okay. Well,
thank you.
Yeah. Since you mentioned a cappella, you told me you wanted to do a song a cappella.
Well, you want me to do, but I'll go ahead and do it. Don't pass it over to me now. I'm a little. It's hot in Japan. It's humid. Right?
Yeah, it is. But I grew up in the church also.
Oh,
And
didn't know that.
I had uncles and aunts and everybody in my family, pastors and
Yeah.
But one song that just moved me was every time I heard it, His Eye is on the Sparrow.
Yeah,
And I just loved that song.
Oh, okay.
So if you could sing that for us, that'd be great. Okay.
You know, I'll do that for you, bro.
Cool.
And you know, also it's pretty famous here because of Sister Act.
Yes.
So I can't match Lauryn Hill. No, I can't match Lauryn Hill, but you know, I'm gonna give. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely? And I long for heaven and home. When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is he. For his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches you and me. Oh, his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches. I know he watches. I know he watches me. For you, bro. Thank you.
Great. Let's see. When you perform in Japan now, do you sing mostly gospel stuff? Do you sing mostly jazz or a combination of jazz, R&B, everything?
Well, now I have a gospel group I just started recently. We sing some carols throughout the cities and traveling around. So my focus right now is the gospel group. But I teach at a musical theater school for kids. And also I'm a drama teacher in a school in Kyoto. So I focus a lot on musical theater songs.
Okay.
I can show you the world. They love that kind of stuff. And so focus on that. And I would say my main focus right now is the gospel group and Christmas songs.
In season, out of season?
Yeah, in season.
Oh,
in season.
season.
Yeah, so it's probably September, November, we're going to be out there caroling. And so start a little early. But I would say gospel is my first love. Gospel is my first love. Like, not only are the words very relative to like some other songs, but it also moves the soul. Like it takes you to another place.
Well, let me, since you're on that, let me ask you, why, in your opinion, why do you think there's a gospel choir in almost every church in Japan?
Where?
In Osaka? In almost every church in Japan. Their gospel. Why is gospel so?
You know what?
Big
And we mentioned that. I mentioned it earlier. gospel music, I think many in Japan, people love gospel music. Like, and now I'm teaching it, and I've actually taught workshops.
Right.
And I've joined some other people, in the business, entertainment, or just who came here as teachers teaching gospel, and they do many workshops. And even if people don't know the words, they want to know the words. They want to understand why the music makes them feel like that. Because in gospel music has a little bit different beat.
Right.
Jazz came from gospel. That's the root. So the downbeat in gospel is to go bum, tum, bum, 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 bum. So that beat right there, that mixes kind of a treble higher beat to the low. They say when you study it, like from Africa, the drums kind of beat.
Okay.
That moves and resonates in a person's soul.
Okay.
So it takes you to another level. Then when you join in with the music, because I came from a church background, of course I started in the church, and I'm a believer, and so in that, when you feel the joy in the lyrics, when you hear the music, when you feel the joy with the music working through God, through you, through them, people don't need to know why. They want to know, I'm moved. I want to sing it. So in every church, like I've been there, Faith Mass Choir, some other places I know, those places want to introduce gospel, experience it, but introduce gospel to experience it. And I think to be moved in a different way, jazz can move you, bluegrass, like rock can move you different, but gospel has a way of hitting inside the core. Like, and sometimes you can't help it. Your feet will start tingling and you cry. You don't know why you're crying. Why am I crying? People, but it's just something about the lyrics and the way that it moves you with the music together, and the way it's sung as well. And I love hearing choirs here because they don't know why it's so happy. Right. And some people do. Some people do. But once I'm thinking it's your knee, but once it's all together, once it's joined together, and they're experiencing emotion. Oh, where did that emotion come from? That's what I love as I'm teaching. Teaching the words and teaching the music, and then realizing, oh, I have an emotion I didn't even know I had. That's what gospel does. It brings it out. It brings it out.
And that's one reason why I include it in KMC. Every year we've done gospel workshops. And I think gospel workshops are, I don't want to say overdone, but they're everywhere in Japan.
You're right.
Some are well done, some are kind of mediocre. But I think it's important that people, one funny thing is, as plentiful as gospel workshops are, every time there's a new person who's never heard of a gospel workshop. So I think it's really important to get that and keep it going.
Like keep the newness of it. Exactly. And I think even though some aren't great, some are mediocre, some are amazing, I think they're still sharing gospel music. So that gives a person the chance, the ability to touch on a little bit. And Amazing Grace is a well-known song. It's very famous. Right. So a lot of times people want to hear that, but it gives them the opportunity, no matter how mediocre, no matter how bad it may be. And I've seen some not so great, which were kind of funny, but it's introducing them to something new. And I think in Japan, it's about innovation. It's about learning. It's about growing, and that's one thing I like about Japan. Like totally, I'm sure you can relate.
Right. And I mean that's pretty much why I started KMC. So you participated in KMC in 2011, I believe.
Maybe before too.
Okay.
I think before.
Right. And what was your opinion of the overall concept?
The event. I really liked it. Actually, I was working for someone who couldn't do it.
Oh, remember? right.
I think that's what happened, and you called me right away, and I was like, dude, I'm in. And it was at a beautiful place in Osaka, the museum. Right by the Osaka Castle, which I didn't realize. And kind of still getting familiar after I came back. In 2007, I left and came back. And so KMC, I thought it was well organized. I thought that I thought the workshops, there was many workshops. There was places you could go, like rented studios or I think halls or theaters, I think.
Right.
And actually after I sang gospel, it was my first love. So, you know, I didn't mind pumping it out, you know, using my vocals for that. And people just came out and stopped, like
Right.
kids and people just stopped right in the hall because it was,
Oh, yeah.
and I liked where you had it.
Right.
Like I thought it was, I guess in the entrance way.
Yeah,
I think.
in,
So I liked where it was. I thought it was I thought it was well organized, and I saw that people were working together, and the team of people you had, everybody was working together. So
You were actually lucky that year because
you ain't kidding. I call it blessed, but you know, like
Right.
it's good. Like it's
the
good.
so that September, did you meet my mother? My mother came. I'm not sure if you met her or not, but
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not
She-
sure.
she-
I met a
she-
few people.
she arrived in the beginning of September, and a typhoon came,
Ah.
and so she got redirected to
I
a different
think you told
airport.
me about that. So I didn't meet your mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because of that, there was a scheduled junior high school contest scheduled at NHK for that time. But because of the typhoon, it got rescheduled, and they put it
On
on
the
the,
same day.
day.
That's
why
why,
there were
okay.
800
Yeah,
high school students.
I saw
there.
And actually, it was in a different section.
Yeah,
but they were all
they were performing
there
in
too.
NHK Hall, but they were doing it in rounds.
I
So
see.
you know, some would come out and wait, and then they'd go in, and yeah. So we had an amazing audience.
Yeah,
of, you know, 500
yeah.
high school students.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was really cool though.
Uh-huh,
But you had a good turnout, I think.
Yeah,
for that.
it was
And how
very
many
good.
workshops was it?
It's
a lot of them.
Yeah, we
I
usually
saw the
do.
roster of the schedule.
We usually do 5 or 6 workshops per
Yeah,
day.
yeah. But it was fun. I thought I really enjoyed it. Like coming back, it was a good introduction for me.
Sure.
So thank you. It was a good
Right.
intro. I don't know if I told you, but it was a good introduction coming back, and a lot of people who knew or were familiar with my voice or kind of follow me when I was here before, they
Right.
came out to support. So it was awesome,
cool.
dude. Yeah, thank you. That was awesome. And I ended up singing with Cassandra, I think, and I met her for the first time. I was like, I'm
There.
gonna call you up there, you know. So it was really cool. We did Blessed Assurance. It was awesome.
Cool. Well, yeah, you know, that's kind of the point of KMC, introducing a lot of
Yeah.
people, not only
Yeah.
living in Japan, but also overseas. And
Yeah,
other things,
yeah.
So what things do you have coming up for the second half of this year?
Man, a lot. Like I told you about the caroling group, and we also did. I think their first appearance was in the Tohoku charity event we did in Ibaraki.
Okay.
Excuse me. And it was for kids mostly. I think the kids, Kansai Kids charity group or something. Trying to Kids Earth or Kids on Earth or Earth Kids or something. And that was a really good turnout. And it was a charity event, so we volunteered and it was awesome. So we have caroling coming up. The group is going to start. I don't want to give the name out. Later I'll do that. Yeah. So we're going to, it's all about joy, all about the joy. Joy of singing and giving some music to Japan. But we're going to start that probably in September. I have in August. Can I show this?
Sure, certainly.
Ladies and gentlemen, no, I'm just kidding. So, and here for you. No, and so I'm real goofy. But this is August 2nd. And it's at Cherry Jam. I don't think you've heard of it, but amazing, I have to say, amazing Italian food.
Okay.
And they studied in Italy, actually.
That's in where? In
This
Umeda,
is in
or-
Dojima.
Oh, in Dojima.
Dojima, yeah. Fix my pronunciation. Dojima in downtown Umeda.
Okay.
And it's R&B live and with a emphasis on wedding ballads.
Okay.
And I used to do that a lot. And her name is Hiroko Cherry Jam. Really, really good food. And she bakes herself. Like she... Oh, okay, cool. Okay, she bakes herself, so you got it. And then September 12th, Friday in Kuma Cafe. And that's a buddy of mine, an Australian guy, who started his own company. Again, great food, and I love me some food, but good Australian food. Really, you got to check it out.
Okay.
Good Australian food.
Kuma Cafe.
Kuma Cafe, Kumakafe.
Okay.
And that's in Templezon. That's going to be on September 2nd. I'll probably do not 2 sets, but maybe 2 stages.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are most current. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're gonna
Thanks for the
take
plug.
we're gonna take a short commercial break.
Okay.
And come back with GE as a guest here on KMC Vibes.
Thank you.
Meet Ken. Ken has been running his business in Japan for 5 years, but lately he's struggling to make profit and attract new customers. Sales decline. Profit went down. He's struggling to find new customers. He realized he needs a new strategy before things get from bad to worse. What was his solution? A website. Yes, a bilingual English-Japanese website did it. His website attracted new customers. He found new buyers and received constant inquiries from both Japanese and foreign nationals alike. And where did he get his website created? From KCC International Limited in Osaka, Japan. KCC International constructed an effective website for Ken at a reasonable price. Business is booming again. Buyers are ordering and profit is pouring in. Ken made the smart move getting a professional website done. You can get your website created to suit your business style. English, Japanese, or bilingual websites. Call now for rates and more details at 06-6245-7679 or email website at kcc2000.com.
Konnichiwa, my fellow rockers. It's Katya of KatyaMusic.jp. I will be rocking Japan for the third time. I want to thank KMC. I want to thank Dwayne from Shellstone Music. I want to thank Diodario for supporting my tour. You rock. I'm so excited. September 26th, Friday, I'll be performing at Hard Rock Cafe Osaka. September 27th, Saturday, I'll be playing Art House Kobe. September 28th, Sunday, I'll be playing Rockjoy JP in Tokyo! Ow! You can reach me at facebook.com/KatyaMusic. And I love you, Japan. I can hardly wait to rock, and I will see you soon. Rock lives! Kanpai, Japan!
So, coming back to KMC Vibes with our guest GE, that commercial was with Katya. She's another KMC artist who has been coming to Japan. She first came for her first tour in 2012 and then back in 2013 and this year.
She sounds good.
2014.
Nice voice.
She understands the meaning of promotion.
Yeah,
she performs on a reality TV program. VH1 reality TV program.
Yeah.
And her performances in Japan have given her big breaks. She got a tour with Queensryche. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah.
She got
really
after her 2012 tour. Her manager was able to do some processing and got her a tour.
That's good.
So it's really building her career here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of another thing that KMC is able to do is really help build careers internationally. And so you mentioned workshops and always looking for people to do workshops.
Okay.
Did you meet David Whitaker? He ran sound on the stage.
Possibly.
He ran sound. Yeah. And so his wife for the last 2 years has come to KMC and worked with Cassandra and done fabulous.
Maybe I've even met her. I'm not sure.
Could be
because I met a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Fabulous gospel workshops. So David now has a son. So she.
Congratulations.
She may not be able to come. Looking for someone to definitely keep the workshops going.
How long are they usually?
Usually an hour.
Okay, that's
well. Hers, she was like, no, I need more than an hour. So
I would say that too.
90 minutes.
Usually my private lessons are about 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah, especially voice because
Give me a little hint because I'm really interested in this caroling thing you're talking about. So what exactly do you do?
I've caroled for many years. I worked for Disney, so I was actually a Main Street caroler.
Okay.
And so we were from a quartet to an octet. So we had 2 different groups. And so you sing carols. Like I worked for an independent caroling group, definitely Dickens Carolers. We had put out a CD, and that was in 2000 maybe. Back in the day,
Okay.
2006, maybe 5 or something like that.
But but back in the States, you go from house to house, walking around communities singing.
No. But, some. No. That's a community group will do that.
Okay.
We literally you book gigs. Like you book
I see.
Industrial gigs. You book Disney. You book Disney Grand Hotel. We sing.
Okay, I see.
You sing in different hotels and book parties and people hire you for like big gigs. So, but it's Christmas music, and one group was he did like his own arrangements, like changed it up a little bit, but it was a cappella, like I said, some octet, some a quartet, and some trios. And
have you gotten any gigs playing at either Blue Note before it was Billboard or at Billboard?
No, not yet. Since so I'm just starting out. So as far as caroling, no, been there, but I haven't got any gigs. Yeah, knock knock. Hello, yeah, here I am. Okay. Hi, yeah, it's, So testing 1 2. Are you here? Yeah, I'm waiting. So it's just connection. It's all about connections. It's all about networking and getting your voice out there. And this is an opportunity. So I appreciate that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So but no, you'll see the caroling group in Kyoto this year. In some of the main spots, performing out on the street, walking along the streets. Kawaramachi, Karasuma, if I'm saying the name. Karasuma. Okay. Yeah. In Osaka, Umeda. We're going to go to Kobe this year.
Okay.
And so just go to some main spots. We were in Osaka here. We were near the Grand Front area, and some places they shoo you because you can't sing there. So you just go to another location. But they don't mind it. They don't seem to mind it. And I think it's one of the first times you've actually had caroling, like roaming kind of through the different places. We stopped in near the Hankyu building at a nice little Cove Plaza there, and we had like again school kids just lined up enjoying it. And I have kids that sing with me too.
Cool.
So yeah, like older kids. But yeah, so it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. You should go by some of the. Do you go by any of the universities?
I want to do that. Well, the plan was to go by old folks' homes, go to some hospitals.
Okay.
And we'll do that. Thank you. Try some
Yodogawa Christian Hospital. Have you done that?
No.
You know where that is, right?
I see crosses, but I'm not sure what they are. I told you I'm here. So like now I'm here, not connected to a company. So now it's just me. Freelancer. Exactly. Well, so independent.
It's always been in the Awaji area. But the
Awaji,
yeah, Hankyu Awaji.
Okay.
But the last about 2 years ago, it was rebuilt, so it's moved over. It's still in the Awaji area, but it's closer to Minamikata.
Okay,
it's basically it's between Awaji Station and Minamikata.
I'm gonna check. I'll check it out. But I know go ahead.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Okay,
really big.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I know they have a new hospital in Nishikujo, because I went to visit a friend actually at the old hospital. So it's a new hospital not far from the station.
Okay.
And so I want to check that out. And it's really beautiful area. They have like a park area down there, like where you can sit outside in the a green area. So I'm gonna check, because I try to find places where a group can stand you have to be really sensitive, right? Yeah. Especially because it's a high capacity of people here. Sure. And try to find a good acoustic place so that we don't have to sing too times. We actually sang near the Dotonbori Bridge.
Okay.
That was pretty good until the police was like, okay, you can't stand here. But we were there for a while, so I don't know what changed, but but it was really good. So it was a good reception.
Cool.
We were along Shinsaibashi too.
Great.
Yeah, so. And it's really interesting for a Japanese person because they haven't done that before.
Right.
Sang in public and make facial movements and like make your mouth all big. But easily people started warming up to my singers and also some of the Japanese singers I have too. So
cool.
Thank you for asking about it.
Let's move on to the next song. You want to sing "You Are So Beautiful"?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Take your mic.
This song is dedicated to all the ladies. I'm not married yet. Thought I'd throw that out there. Okay. That's the time.
Here we go. Mic's on. Okay.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful. To me, Can't you see you're everything I hope for? You're everything I need. Oh, you are so beautiful to me. Such joy and happiness. You bring such joy and happiness. Oh, you bring just like a dream to me. You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. To me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a wedding ballad. Usually you sing that at a lot of weddings.
Yeah, I had an aunt that got married.
Ah.
This was way back in the day, maybe like 84, maybe 83.
Yeah.
And one of my cousins sang that.
Oh.
He was blasted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, really? And it was a guy. Good.
Yeah,
Sometimes you hear women sing men's ballads and vice versa.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
good.
Cool. And so, do you write your own songs?
I do. I'm trying to get my CD going now.
Yeah, because
It's been a rocky road.
From everything I've heard, I don't recall hearing any of your original
Not
stuff.
yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. But I actually did a debut of my original at my first live at Cherry Jam.
Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to think. I think that was in July, maybe. So I did my debut, my first original there.
What kind of sound is it? Is it?
Because right,
a mix of everything.
Yeah. So I understand. So it's like I want to say easy listening, but it's a mixture of, I'm gonna say, contemporary ballad, contemporary R&B, like a mixture of that. Like it tells a story. It's love story. It's about God, loving people, loving peace, loving to love. It's a lot about that. I know all about the peace and love, but it's true. It's a lot about me. It tells a story about me, who I am, and but also sharing that love and sharing my passion for music with people. So I've been trying for a long time to get it out. So it's on its way. I'm pushing for September, and if not September, hopefully a little.
And what, like
this year.
one song or several songs?
No, I'm hoping for. I wanted about 5 or 6, but it's coming down to about 4. So I think 4 might be cool. I've written a lot of songs actually.
Okay,
Like I have 2 books, so it's just the right musician. It's the right people of networking. Because I've tried different people, so it's the right connection. So. Anybody out there, look me up, dude. Look me up.
So, how can people find you if they want? Like,
I have a website.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a website, and
what's the URL?
Yeah, I thought I gave you this. Sorry about that. Yes, www. Geryl, Geryl,
Geryl.
yeah,
Okay.
voice, VOSIE of OF flight, FLIGHT.com.
So no dots, no nothing, just
Geryl voiceofflight.com.
FLIGHT?
Yeah, like flying flight.
Okay. Yeah, so anybody who wants to check out Geryl, you can go to www.GerylVoiceflight.com.
That's it. Thank you. Yeah.
Geryl Voice.
Look me up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. And So you said you've got coming up August 2nd. At
which
Cherry
is Saturday.
Jam in Umeda. So people can check you out there. What about any stuff on YouTube? Do you have your own YouTube channel?
No, I don't. Bootleg. Like I use my friends. Joel. Yeah, I use my friends. YouTube. Dude, I'm so old fashioned. Probably you could tell from my singing. It's classic style of singing. You know, with a little contemporary modern mix. But yeah, I haven't joined the YouTube thing yet. But and I don't frequent Facebook as much. But I do have some stuff on YouTube. If you look under G, which is GE, you'll probably find a lot more because a lot of fans, I guess you could say.
If you just type in GE, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of other stuff.
You could say MTX, MTX, which is our Motown group.
Okay.
Jim MTX.
Okay.
G, gospel singing. G, Disney.
Right,
actually, Geryl. That would be Geryl.
Geryl Disney.
Yeah, Geryl Disney. Disney Magic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you G mostly in Japan. You know the whole name thing.
Right.
My first name is a little difficult to pronounce, but G is easy for most people. So G-san.
Okay.
G-man, G-shock, G-rock. Yeah. On any of the G's. Well, most of them. Some you don't want to say. Right?
Do you do like hotel gigs?
Yes,
restaurants?
I have. Yes, I have. Yeah, I did Swiss Hotel a few times. Yeah. Through KMC, I believe. Yeah. Thank you, dude. Thank you for that, Dwayne.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome hotel. Wonderful hotel. I did a Christmas gig there. That was really good.
Right.
Actually, I did a few museums actually when I first came back.
Okay.
I got connected to a outreach, a Japan volunteer outreach, helping kids in Japan, and she connected me to this hotel museum. So yeah, any spot that's reputable and take care of you and give you reasonable breaks and you ain't singing water. So I'm goofy, but and so yeah, so I've done a few places like the museums and hotels and I did the opening for Hankyu. They had many people open, and I actually did Hankyu, new Hankyu downtown Umeda building.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was in the first week that they opened.
They had several performances.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I did that. And I did that. Then I did another thing for them second time in the huge hall, beautiful place.
Okay.
Beautiful new renovation. Okay. Yeah.
A final question. I hope it's not too personal, but how do you stay in Japan? Because like, what's your visa status?
Yeah, not too personal at all. Okay, so the thing in Japan is you have to be sponsored by someone,
right?
Or married,
married.
Not married yet. Not married yet. Not married yet.
Or teaching. Or something
yeah.
Like that,
So through the company, through my theater company, through the kids' theater company.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was sweet. I ended up singing at a college, literally, and I got that gig through another. So because I'm a teacher. And I teach, but teachers teaching specifically theater, music.
Right.
So I have a little bit of a window too.
So it broadens that to actually go out and do performances as well.
Well, pretty much for the most part.
Right.
Yeah, because I have my kids. It's a studying tool. It's a studying tool. It's a studying tool for my voice students. It's a studying tool for other people who come for my workshops. And so that brings people together and networking in that sense. And so, yeah, it opens it up quite a bit.
Cool.
Yeah, but the main focus is arts director. So that's what I do.
Cool. Sounds good.
And Flamingo actually. I've done a lot of stuff at Flamingo. If you research
performances,
if you research Flamingo, you'll probably find some stuff too. Flamingo, the Arusha, and Namba.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Something may be coming up there too.
Cool.
Gospel concert. Trying to get that together for December. Yeah.
Okay. And final question: when you perform, how do you perform? Like you perform with musicians or backing tracks or
yes, not only background tracks. As a matter of fact, trying to now networking, meeting a lot more musicians. So I actually stepped in at Kuma Cafe in Templezon, and I did just me and an upright bass player. It was really smooth.
Really?
Yeah, love
vocalist and a bassist.
Yes, love it. And they're a husband and wife. You may know her. and or know of them, and he's very famous in the Kobe area. And yeah, I love that. Anytime violin, harp, just the singer and the raw instrument, I love it. I love it. Good pianist, but sometimes you can't get that, and it's hard to book people because it's very popular here. So they're on the background track. You know, a well produced background track.
Thank you for adding that.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to, because you know,
people out there who use backing tracks, sometimes it's like,
yeah, you don't want to be caught singing with that. You know,
right.
So thank you. Yeah,
cool. Well, thank you for coming.
I'm glad
to
I could.
The station
My
today.
pleasure.
And like to have you sing one final song.
Okay.
And it's titled "When I Fall in Love."
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. So this song is, again, usually mostly sung at weddings. So that's why I wanted to like tribute the wedding folks out there.
Okay.
And sing "When I Fall in Love."
All right. "When I Fall in Love," sung by Geryl Anderson.
When I fall in love, it will be completely, or I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love has ended before it's begun. In too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. And when I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. In the moment that I feel that you feel that way too, is when I fall in love with you. This is when I take a lovely woman out of the audience and we start to do the waltz or dance. And I spin her, dip her. Is when I fall in love. When I fall in love, it will be completely when I fall in love with you. With you. Thank you.
Thank you. Great, fantastic.
Thank you, Don. I appreciate that,
man. We've been listening to G. Anderson here on KMC Vibes today. Great singer.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Continued success.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Great. And we'll be back next week, coming to you courtesy of Blackan Radio. This is your host, DL. Peace.
Thank you, Blackan.
Meet Ken. Ken has been running his business in Japan for 5 years, but lately he's struggling to make profit and attract new customers. Sales decline, profit went down. He's struggling to find new customers. He realized he needs a new strategy before things get from bad to worse. What was his solution? A website. Yes, a bilingual English-Japanese website did it. His website attracted new customers. He found new buyers and received constant inquiries from both Japanese and foreign nationals alike. And where did he get his website created? From KCC International Limited in Osaka, Japan. KCC International constructed an effective website for Ken at a reasonable price. Business is booming again. Buyers are ordering and profit is pouring in. Ken made the smart move getting a professional website done. You can get your website created to suit your business style. English, Japanese, or bilingual websites. Call now for rates and more details at 06-6245-7679 or email website at kcc2000.com.